Okay, it is actually playing. Oh, hi everybody.
Ooh, hello there.
Yeah, we are feeling super chill today.
Hello, Mia.
Bee.
Very
She's been
chill
so.
today.
She has not been chill. She's never chill. All right. So as you can see, today's more of a chat base. We are just feeling more of a. We are chilling. We're having fun. Like we just had a long conversation about what we're talking about. So we're super like.
I don't think we've ever really talked about meditation before, and we just had a really long conversation about it.
Yeah.
And just totally like vibed off each other with like what we were saying, and it was great.
It was like we were just going. Actually, we got a little bit of it on film. But it was just so funny.
We thought we got the whole thing on film, and we actually were going to share it with you guys, but then we realized it was never filming, which is weird.
Strange.
Because she pushed the button.
Yeah, what do you mean I pushed the button?
You pushed the
Oh,
button.
yeah, so what she means is like,
What do I mean?
It was, so what she means is it was filming, but then all of a sudden, we didn't realize, and we had a full-on conversation. I went over and I go, I'm going to start filming this. Clicked it and started unfilming. It was like, that's like
crazy.
some universe crap. So we have some like footage of us talking before. She's like, don't do that. So I have some footage of us talking before, which is super great. But basically, we had a full-on conversation about meditation, and we just want to have a conversation with you about it because it's that important of a topic
It
for
is
us.
very important. I think this is the first topic, like you said, that's like really resonating with both of us right now.
Yes.
And really
Super.
like something that we find really important in our lives.
It's something that we both have actually like put into practice a lot too.
Yes.
Like we obviously, you know, gratitude and self-love, we put those into practice as well. But like meditation is more of a thing that you put into practice a little more. And so it's like something we've been working at. So a little bit, my journey to meditation, and then she'll share hers, is in college, basically somebody introduced me to meditation and I was so closed off to it. My ego was in the way. I was like, no, I was like, I'm not interested in meditation. This was like freshman, sophomore year of college. So it's funny now that it's like saved me. Oh my gosh. Via's literally looking at herself in the mirror and kissing.
And kissing herself.
Yeah, she's super cute. That's really cute.
Oh man. Yeah,
She's
I'm
sending all the
distracted.
love.
I'm
No, look at her.
distracted
She's
by-
like, maybe I'll get this. I don't know. This is so funny. But anyway, long story short, basically, my ego was turned off to it, and now it's very susceptible to it. But I've been practicing it for a while. I practiced it. Really, I like dived into it all summer, and then I've been practicing it more consistently. So I'm happy about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I've like definitely seen your journey enhance with meditation, and I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I actually started meditating, I guess you could say, my senior year of college. But I didn't know it was meditation at the time. I just kind of decided that my shower time was going to be my me time. And I lit a candle, turned the lights off, only had the candle light in the shower, and I just would like, just kind of sit on the floor of the bathtub and just let the water just run over me and just kind of lose all expectation, all thought, all, you know, all my like crazy thoughts running through my mind. I would just let it all go, but I didn't really know. I did not know it was meditation at all. Like, I kind of got introduced to it by like Lexi. Well, I've heard of it before, but she like started doing it, and I was like, well, I already kind of do it. I'm gonna see if I can actually implement it into my life.
We were talking about before, an important aspect is like meditation can come in many forms, first of all. So it could come in the form of like horseback riding, tennis, yoga. Yoga is a big form of meditation, which is why people love it, and it's how I found yoga. Yoga is how I found meditation.
That also
But
helps me a lot.
the difference between like those activities, those are physical, and they put you in a meditative state because you kind of like block out everything else, right? Like when I'm riding horse, when she's playing tennis, when we're doing yoga, our minds are so just like lost in that. But the thing about meditation is like your mind is also lost. It's just you are actually A, making it lost, and B, you're like observing all of your like, I love meditation.
And you're
all of
actually
your
gonna
different thoughts.
you actually tell yourself, okay, I kind of want to like meditate right now. I
Exactly.
need it. And like it becomes more of like a practice for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not just like something that just naturally happens, which it does. But when you start practicing it in your life, it comes so much more easily in other aspects of life too.
True.
So yeah,
That's so true.
so when I was doing, I've been really practicing meditation, since I've moved to Colorado, really, and it's really helped me.
In this short span of time too, like we both had
Oh my
like
gosh.
really invested invested ourselves in this, and it's crazy because we do want to remind you that we're new to this journey, and you're like seeing us. That's really cool, but. And it's amazing what a small amount of, you know, what we've been talking about, gratitude, self-love, meditation can do for you in like, what is it, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen both of us grow so much just
So
by
much.
being here, learning, teaching each other, bouncing ideas off each other, and you know, things that have happened.
Constantly investing in ourselves too. Like, I mean, that goes a lot of the self-love topic, but you know, like it's just like investing in yourself and like bettering yourself and knowing, and honestly a big thing we talked about too is like I feel that we're both more present lately through meditation.
Yes, very much more present, and a lot to do with that is okay, I'm gonna read you this quote.
Yes,
because it's amazing. I can't even put it into my own words because it's perfectly put into words here. So I'm about to read this new chapter of this book called You're a Badass. You should definitely get it because it's freaking amazing. I already love it, and I'm not even halfway through it yet. But it says, the next chapter I'm about to read is Present as a Pigeon. And it says, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you're living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. And that's by Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese philosopher.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
brilliant.
But
and also,
you
finish that.
I want to say something really quick. But yeah, so I don't know if a lot of you know this about me, but I have really, well, I don't know if I have it as much as bad anymore, but I have really bad anxiety. And I swear meditation has completely changed my view of my anxiety. I was, like this quote just said, like I was living in the future. I was constantly cluttering my mind with things I couldn't control. Thoughts of what if this, what if that.
And if you guys want, we can make a whole nother actually topic video or vlog about anxiety because
please.
it's something
I
we
would
both
love
suffered.
to talk about that.
Yeah, we both suffered through it a lot,
but
and many people have.
That's just one aspect of meditation that has really.
And
really
she's right, or the philosopher's right when they said like, it's when you're anxious, you're living in the future because you are constantly like, oh my gosh, anxiety is tension, and you're constantly thinking about like, ooh, what's gonna happen to this? What's gonna happen to that? How can I do this? What are people thinking of me here?
Be okay with where you're at, and let yourself go on your journey by allowing it to just happen.
And that comes through meditation. So, again, like meditation, it's given us so much, and we're more present because we have the ability to now go into this state. And let's actually jump into kind of like what is meditation?
How do you do it?
Yeah.
I want to talk about that too because there's a lot of misconceptions about meditation. Just like in like it just being
there's
like
a lot of
you sit down and you zen out and you just lose all thought and meditate. No, that's not how.
It's not it.
Exactly.
It's not
so me and Lexi were actually talking about how like it takes us both when we sit down and consciously meditate. It takes us both about 10 minutes to really
zone in,
unclutter our mind. It really takes us.
Oh, I'm gonna use that analogy.
Yeah.
So like this is a great analogy I use. So a little bit about meditation. You know, when I close my eyes, I'm so excited to spend some time with myself, my inner soul, and I'm ready. I close my eyes, start to breathe. Mandy talks a lot about breathing, which we can hit on. Breathing is giant. So, you know, start breathe in. Start to really regulate that breathing. Thoughts are gonna pop into your mind. They're supposed to. You're a human, okay? So thoughts are gonna pop into your mind, and what I do, and a great way to think put this into analogy, is I look at this thought and I'm like, okay, I think about this thought. I'm either gonna trash this thought, meaning I can deal with it later, or I'm going to actually observe this thought for a second and be like, okay, this thought popped in my mind, totally okay, and then I'm gonna take care of it. So I think about it for, you know, a couple seconds, take care of what I need to in the moment, and then it goes to the side, so that I'm free. Another thought will pop into your mind, and like this will happen, like Mandy and I said,
throughout your meditation.
For us, it happens like for a while at first because it's like, okay, we're able a lot to think about. But then after about 10 minutes of this process of dealing with what you're dealing with that day, feels really excited. She's like, moms, then it becomes more clear. So talk about breathing for a second.
Oh yeah, so breathing is huge. I think it's honestly one of the biggest things in meditation that you have to be conscious of, because if you just sit down and breathe normally, just like how our fast-paced lives allow us to just like that's not how meditation will work. No. So you need to sit there, allow yourself to be conscious about your breath. Breathe deep.
Oh, she makes me want to do it.
Breathe out.
Also,
breathe deep.
imagine when you're breathing out, this a lot has to do with yoga. We're gonna do yoga vlog too, but when you're breathing out, imagine breathing out those thoughts. Like, so
Yep.
you're breathing them away
Yep.
so that your mind can literally be free,
Yep.
and you can be.
And I also combine that in my meditation practice with like the shower hitting me, showering away all those
Ooh,
thoughts
yeah,
that I
that's
don't want
great.
in my head. And it takes, like I said, about 10 minutes to clear your mind, but then
Yeah.
you can really just zone in on
amazing.
nothing. It's insane. Like, your mind just goes blank, and you just have nothing to worry about.
It brings you back to the real state of a soul and like of
Yes.
of what we are, and it takes away all of this clutter that society fills us with or that you're filled with all day. It takes it away, and it
Yes.
literally leaves you in the present. I want to read a little quote now. We are doing great with the books.
Yeah.
This is Wherever You Go, There You Are, Mandy's book that she's letting me read.
Yes. And actually, one of my friends gave this to me, so shout out to Robbie.
Shout out.
From my summer job.
It says, if your mind isn't clouded by unnecessary things, this is the best season of your life. So meaning, if you're literally, I mean, this book is about meditation. I'm only, starting it. But literally, if your mind can be unclouded and just free, you will learn how to be a better human. Like,
Yes.
I have so much more room for just love and capacity for being. And I used to be so cluttered and thinking in the future and just having so much tension around me. And now it's just like, wow.
And also, like, meditation, you can implement it, like, once you actually practice it, you can implement it into your everyday life. Like, in just random times where you're really stressed out and you're really just thinking, like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing that could have happened and whatever, then just take a breath. Close your eyes for just a second.
Oh my God, yes.
Be present. Ground yourself. Just say,
Center.
I am here today. I can't do anything about this thing that happened to me, and I'm going to deal with it, and I'm just going to clear my mind of all those things that I'm thinking about that could happen because of this, or,
Exactly.
And also, you are completely in control of your mind.
Literally.
I want everybody to know that everybody here that we are talking to is capable of meditating. You can't say, like, oh, my mind's too cluttered, or oh, I'm too busy. No.
Let me have another analogy that will help you.
Yes.
So for example, your brain and your mind control your limbs, right? They're controlling my face, what I'm saying, they're controlling my arms and how I'm moving.
I love
Yeah,
this.
so like if our mind has the ability to do that, like our brain, then your mind most definitely has the ability to control your mind. So like, again, it goes back to a lot of people kind of with those excuses like, oh, my mind it just doesn't work with meditation. Well, give it a try. Your mind can actually. Like, your mind is actually physically able to.
Yeah.
So it's like you just have to tell yourself you can. Feel it out for like a solid week. Try it out. Do a 5-minute meditation a day. Do a 10-minute meditation a day.
Yes.
Start to see how your mind controls. And this also ties back into energy. So when you are able to be in the present and control your mind, can you imagine how much you control of the vibrations and energies you're sending out?
The more I do meditation, the more energy I feel around me and inside of me. The energy is just almost overwhelming to the point where, like, it's been actually showing itself to me in a lot of ways.
Yes,
and
yes.
It's been like things have been moving around me like that aren't supposed to move. And
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
and like things have just been like I can feel energies. I can feel and when I'm looking, even like out of a meditation, like I can just feel the aura around me just different before I start.
Yes.
So honestly,
It's really funny.
Yeah.
She felt your energy.
She was like,
she like feels energy. It's really funny because when I started this journey, I remember this is really funny. I remember going up to Mandy and going up to some of my friends. They probably thought I was crazy, and I said, I feel different, and they'd all be like, what do you mean? And I was like, I feel like I'm going more inward and I'm seeing like myself differently. I'm seeing the world differently. I'm literally seeing auras. Like, and nobody understood. Like, everyone thought I was crazy and nuts. And I was like, no,
You're using
seriously.
more of your subconscious.
Yes.
So I've been also reading this in this book also that 98% of your brain actually we don't really use. So 2% of that is our actual conscious brain, but that 98% is our subconscious that we don't really think about, that thinks for us. So technically, we can take that subconscious and control it. We can take that 98% of our subconscious and control our conscious mind. Like, completely.
That's wild to me.
Yeah, so we just need to tap into it. And meditation
And
allows you to do that. That is your subconscious is your intuition. And once you are in tune with your intuition, your frequencies will just radiate.
Radiate.
It'll be
glowing.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and people ask us, let's talk about this for a hot second. People ask us like, you guys are, how are you so happy? Or like, why you guys are just glowing?
Yeah.
Well, why do you think? It's because we are taking the time.
You can
to
see
do
the
this.
energies off of us.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's fun. We're living great lives, and the thing is that we're living in the present more because of meditation.
Yes. And just so you guys know, we're still working at it. We're still,
Yes.
you know, still practicing.
We're young in this journey.
Yes, we're
so
very young. Oh my gosh. And we still have a lot to learn, but we just wanted to tell you guys like what we have actually learned from it.
Yes.
That practicing it really does work.
Makes a giant difference.
Yes.
Makes a giant difference, and that's what we hope to do to you, is inspire you to do these little things that create more happiness in a human. You know, like this is something that is not taught as much as it should, and that's my goal in life, is to teach it more to people, because we want you to reach your true happiness and your full potential of what you can be, and we want you to feel. I'm getting emotional. We want you to feel. See, we're like, but we want you to feel
Your best self.
your best self.
We want you to feel amazing.
Yeah.
Every day.
We want you to feel you.
Yeah.
I've never felt me more than I feel me now.
Yes.
And we want you to feel you. And that's our mission.
Thanks for
Circle.
listening, guys.
Mwah.
Mwah.
If you have any, obviously, questions, comment below. And if you have more things that you want us to talk about,
Yes.
please comment below.
Of course. Alrighty.
Mwah.